Hey guys, welcome back to the Weightlifting Lab. Today we are doing the frog stretch on the wall. So this is another great opener for the adductors. And if you're having trouble externally rotating the hips, your hips feel tight, your lower back feels tight, you might want to give this a try, add it to your routine. Or if you're looking for a routine to help you with any of those issues, to help you with lower back pain, things like that, these are things we build at theweightliftinglab.com, so head on over there and check out a customized program built for you for as low as 99 bucks a month. Okay, fresh new programming all the time. But the most important thing is a program should be made for you. You shouldn't have to be made to fit a program. Okay, we firmly believe in that. So stick around, and today you will see the frog stretch to help you with external hip rotation, loosening up the adductors, and potentially relieve some lower back discomfort. Hey guys, welcome back to the Weightlifting Lab. Matt here again, and what we're doing today is the frog stretch. So what we're trying to do is target the adductors. When the adductors get tight, they can pull us in, they can pull our femur in, and create, as you can see, when this is tight and condensed, it's going to pull my leg inwards. And if I'm trying to squat and push my knee out to get external rotation of the hip, to get better inclusion of support from the foot by increasing my arch and creating torque through the ground, if I have a really tight adductor, it's going to pull me in and it's going to compromise all of that. You can see my arch collapses, my knee is on a terrible angle, my joints are no longer stacked for support. So this can lead to a lot of knee pain, a lot of hip issues, a lot of ankle issues, just by being super tight in the adductors. So this is something that I encourage people to add to the routines, especially if they feel lower back pain, especially if they feel hip tightness and pain, and knee pain too. So it really does depend on the individual. We like to do a detailed analysis with people before we prescribe or build programs of any kind, and feel free to go to theweightliftinglab.com and book your free consultation where we can take you through an assessment, okay? So here we go. So for the frog stretch, what you're going to do is you want to put your feet flat on a surface like the wall, okay? So you can see my feet are flat up against the wall. And then from here, I'm going to spread my knees apart. Now, when you're doing this, you may want to have something that's soft to put under your knees. So I'll give you an example. Normally, here I just have two ab mats, so I'm just going to use those for now. Normally I don't use the rubber floor here. I would either use hardwood flooring or tile flooring upstairs, in which case I actually just use two throw pillows to put my knees on. And what that allows me to do is, as my adductors get looser, I can actually push my knees out and increase the stretch by dropping my hips more towards the ground. Okay, but today I'm on rubber flooring, so bear with me. You still might want something like this just for cushioning for your knees, okay? So feet flat up against the walls, both sides. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start, feet flat, we're going to start, keep the chest nice and high, okay? And you're going to look up and you're just going to press back with your arms and sit your hips back and down until you feel a nice stretch in the adductors right here in the groin, okay? So again, you're going to push through the ground, push back until you feel a nice stretch in the hips. You'll also feel it in the front, the hip flexor area. And really you just want to sit here, relax, and feel it open up. Now, one thing I try and do to increase this is gently breathe in. And while I'm breathing in, I'll try and push my knees gently into the ground. Okay, so breathe in for 5 seconds. Press my knees into the ground. And then I'm going to breathe out and relax and just try and sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. Breathe in and press my knees into the ground. Breathe out and relax. Breathe in and press into the ground. Breathe out and relax. and you'll see it starts to feel looser. It starts to feel like you could press down and get deeper. So from here, what you can do is as it gets a little bit looser, you can just extend out your knee pads and extend out your feet. And now you're into even more of almost the splits, kind of getting there with it, right? Getting there with your range of motion. So same thing here, but if you want to make it harder, one thing you can do is go down on your forearms. Okay, so you're a little bit closer to the ground. It's going to increase the tension, and you want to do the same thing. You want to sit your hips back until you find an area that gives you a good stretch. Breathe in, press into the ground for 5 seconds, and then breathe out and relax, okay? Another thing I'll do is sometimes just to make sure I get 3 to 5 minutes or even minimum 2 minutes in this position is I'll actually read a book here. So I'll actually just pop my latest book, whatever I'm reading, pop it down on the ground and just kind of sit back and enjoy the stretch for a little bit until I feel a little bit looser in that groin area, okay? So what I recommend there is a minimum of 2 minutes in that position. And you can do the contract relax method. You can do 2 minutes of just reading your book and kind of trying to forget about it, but it will get better. And then I would recommend adjusting over time, or maybe even doing 2 to 5 minutes and adjusting every, say, minute and a half till you can get a little bit deeper. So awesome stretch, awesome exercise for loosening up the hips and taking some pressure off the knees. And taking pressure off your lower back as well, right? So combine this with some other exercises, some other stretches, and you should see some really big results. See you again next time here at the Weightlifting Lab.
Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or you want to see a particular video made, please enter it in the comments section. I answer all comments. Thanks for supporting the Weightlifting Lab.